Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. Former WBC champion Bermane Stiverne thought he could con the fans into thinking he was ready and had trained hard for a fight with Joe Joyce and was coming in tip-top condition, but it was all a lie. The scales have proven that. Bermane Stiverne weighing a career heaviest 273 pounds. It's a shocker. 15 pounds heavier than his previous highest weight and almost 20 pounds heavier than when he fought Deontay Wilder 18 months ago when he was sparked out in a round and people were complaining about his condition then. And he's over 30 pounds heavier than when he fought Deontay Wilder the first time in 2015. And that was regarded, and he was pretty much, battered in that fight, but that was the first time Deontay Wilder was taken the distance, and that was held as Wilder's best win for quite some time. But Stiverne, in the condition he's in, terrible condition, tried to con the fans, told us all manner of nonsense about he had done things differently, he was motivated, he'd been training harder, he was in a lot better condition, he was in a better mindset for this fight. But it was all a lie, a flat out lie. He's been lying to our face. 273 pounds on the scale, that proves it. Bermane Stiverne is trying to come for a payday, and who knows if he really is going to put up much resistance against Joe Joyce. Joyce, meanwhile, we'll get to him in a minute. He looked in tremendous condition. He was also relatively heavy, but he looked in shape. So see on screen here. So Joyce weighing in at 265 pounds. Difference is, you can tell Joyce has been training. He's a huge guy at 6'6", 265 pounds. I'm thinking that Joyce is getting towards that limit where I don't know if I want to see him any heavier because he's been coming up in weight from the low 260s to now 265. Earlier in his career, he had been in the 250s. It's a pretty brief career so far. So whether that's packing on extra muscle mass, I don't know. But I think going too much heavier, given, there is a knock on him that he is a bit slow with his punches and, sometimes can be a bit hittable. I think going up in weight, it could potentially have some disadvantages. But in this fight, it's not going to matter. All that this weigh-in has done has, it prompts me to say, pray for Stiverne. Hashtag pray for Stiverne. This fight, I've been saying for a while since it was made, it's a mismatch. Stiverne is a husk of his former self. Someone the other day said he's a shell of a shell. And coming in at 273 pounds, career heaviest weight, 273 pounds does him no favours. And it just reinforces my view that this is going to end badly for Stiverne, and he's probably going to be knocked out cold, and knocked out cold early. I think he is shot. He is not going to put up a lot of resistance here. He might try to lay on the ropes, and he is a decent puncher and especially a counter puncher, but I just think he's shot to bits, and I think Joyce is going to look to walk through him and really put on a devastating display. Joyce has said in interviews that he wants to punch him in the face and punch him in the face really hard, put the sparring stories to bed. That's kind of been the seed for this fight, as I mentioned in my preview video. And I wasn't actually going to do another video ahead of this fight, but seeing Stiverne come in at 273 pounds, I was just like, man, that is an absolute shocker. He's just been flat out lying to us about what he's been doing. He was trying to sing us a song about, how he was training so much smarter now and he was getting more benefits from his training. But I mean, who knows if what he's really been doing in training. Some of the training clips that have come out haven't looked all that impressive. But also, he clearly hasn't been living the life to any extent. He's 40 years old, been out of the ring for 18 months, coming in at a career highest weight, 273 pounds, 15 pounds higher than his previous heaviest weight, 20 pounds heavier or so than the Wilder fight back in 2017, November 2017, and, about 30 odd pounds higher than where his optimal weight was when he was sort of fighting at a decent level in the division. It's not a good recipe. This guy is going to get sparked out and sparked out badly. He's come for the payday. That's all I have to really say about him. But Joyce, he looked in good condition. He is a hulk of a man. He is going to come through and win this in emphatic fashion. I don't often bet, but I actually put a few dollars down for an early knockout because I think that's what we can expect. How about you? Drop a comment, loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Boxing_squared. I'm out. if you want even more boxing content, come and join me on Patreon. Every week on a Sunday, I drop a new video on something topical or thought-provoking from the heavyweight division, ranging from rankings, the business of boxing, the false economy of deluded fanboys, the twists and turns in the division, to assessments of fighters and their statements. I hope to see you there, and for more information go to patreon.com/boxing squared. The address is on screen now.